Hello guys, welcome with another video. You're probably wondering, you clicked on this video, how do I find Pokemon with so much CP? Specifically over 1,000 because 1,000 looks phenomenal. It's really simple guys, it's really easy. And it's all about this one simple mechanic with Pokemon Go. And it's right here. Your profile level. Every time you level up, it increases the basically how powerful a Pokemon can be when you capture it, like the max CP value. So when you first started playing the game, we were all level 1 through 5 or so, and you'd only find a Pokemon with a CP between like 10 and 40. That continues to grow the further you get into the game. As a level 22 player, the maximum amount of CP that I find is somewhere around 900 to about 1100 basically. And that also changes depending on the Pokemon you're evolving, which I'll explain in a moment. So when you're evolving Pokemon to get really high combat power, like this Golduck that I evolved from a Psyduck, I had to take a really high combat power Psyduck and evolve that one specifically to get this one, which gave me an 1155 Golduck, which is why it's so high. So another good example of how to do that would be this Oddish. If I click on the Oddish and notice his CP bar, see how it's really close between like 85 to 90%? If I evolve this Oddish, it'll be one of the stronger ones compared to if I were to evolve this 590 Oddish. It'd be a little bit less powerful. And the only reason why I'm finding a 610 CP Oddish, once again, is because I'm level 22. So this is why we don't spend our Stardust early in the game, is because we're going to need that Stardust when we're finding these 80 to 85% or 90% combat power Pokemons when we're like level 45 to 50. Imagine how much Stardust and candies it's going to take once our profile is that high of a level. That's when you're going to be spending your Stardust. And that's why we need to save it. We need every little bit of it. We spend it now, we regret it once we get to max level. So don't do it. If I evolve this right now, I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and evolve it. I'm really not sure what combat power this Gloom is going to get to. Let's just go ahead and do it because the evolving thing looks phenomenal. There it is. Just kind of glowing like a ball. They're like super epic shit when you do this. And I am willing to do it for you guys. I was going to wait until I found a higher CP Oddish and when I got to a higher level, but I might as well. Just an example of like how to get like a higher evolved Pokemon with like a lower one. Basically, you're only evolving the ones that have the really high CP. Use the other ones as food or just transfer them and you'll get more candies. So this Gloom, 911. God, that's a bad coincidence. 911 CP for this Gloom. And you gained like what? It was like 610 or 620 on the Oddish. So we gained almost 300 combat power. Imagine this motherfucker going to a Vileplume. But again, as I continue to level up, it's only going to get worse. Like this Pokemon continues to get worse to use Stardust on the higher level I get. And I mean, when I'm level 40 or 45 and I find an Oddish, I'm going to find an Oddish that has like 3,000 to 4,000 combat power. That's the one I'm going to evolve with the candies, and that's the one I'm going to spend the dust because the level cap is 50. And then that power cap on combat power stops. At that point, we can use our Stardust because the power cap's no longer going to go up until they do an update, which God help us all. But so I hope this was a good understanding of like how to get higher combat power Pokemon in the game. You know, when you see someone flex like all of their Pokemons in their inventory, like, oh, I got a 1100 this and a 1200 that and a 1400 that. A lot of times those guys are actually using their Stardust on their Pokemons, and you might look if you look at their Stardust, they may only have anywhere between like 5 to 20,000 or so. It's gonna be a little bit tougher for them later in the game, which is on them. So if you're one of the players that's saving your Stardust, later in the game, you'll probably be more powerful than them. I'm not spending any of mine. I'll probably end up getting to like close to like 1 million or so, just because of how long it takes to level up before I even start spending mine. And if I level up fast enough, the Pokemon that I get just from being a higher level with them that are in the gyms right now, I'm still gonna kick their ass. In the gyms near me, I've only seen a couple Pokemon, like around 1,000, maybe. most of them are between like 4 to 700. So if I keep leveling faster, just from this, I don't even need my Stardust to be powering up my Pokemon, and neither do you. The select few, you're going to go up against some of the other hardcore players that are putting their life into this game, and just pick a different gym. Drive, like, take the bus like a mile west. I guarantee you're going to find some pleb that has a shit-ass fucking Pidgeotto with a 400 CP, and he's going to control that gym, and you're just going to decimate him. That's really all I got for this video. I really wanted to just get right to it on how that works. Simple mechanic. Profile level determines the combat power of the Pokemon you're finding. Basically, level your ass up as fast as possible. Get stronger Pokemon. Take over the world. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go catch some Pokemon.